Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranty, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.
There's Black Friday, and then there's Black Friday every day in November at Alexander Ford. Voted Yuma's best new car dealer. Come enjoy historic deals and our lowest lease offers of the year on final 2024 Escapes, Bronco Sport, F-150, Ranger, and Edge. Scan this code and look for additional savings on manager specials. It's Black Friday savings all month long. Browse BillAlexanderFord.com and let us show you why we are your best choice. For a difference you can count on, see Alexander Ford in Yuma.
Sure, everything's made of something, but time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BF Goodrich HD Terrain Tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here with your next Monster Energy Fishgistics update presented by Raceline Wheels all day long today for the SCORE Baja 1000. You guys having fun yet? It is noon Pacific. This is our second update. So hour 2, we are here to bring you some more information. Let's go over and let's see what's going on. We had some early drama in the race. We had Bryce Menzies had a steering issue. Bryce Menzies' truck with Christopher Polvardi had a steering issue, and they were out early in the race. They're trying to get to it and get it fixed still, but they're still stuck where they were last update. So we're going to come over and look at the bikes real quick first. So the 7X is showing on your tracker here. However, the 11X, you can notice how it's grayed out here. Their tracker just hasn't worked in a little while. So the 11X, we did see a video that we were live on Instagram with a little bit ago. They're up here somewhere around the 7X. So they might actually be pretty close to the 7X. So remember, this trackers that you're looking at here, just because what you see on the screen, that doesn't mean that's actually true. Sometimes people's trackers aren't working, which happens a lot. So the 11X is giving the 7X a run up here. We just can't see them right now because their tracker's not working. So hopefully that starts working again soon. So that's what's going on in the front of the bike class. And we just got told, everybody, and just confirmed by Travis Clark, look at right here. So this right here, the 768, this is your Triumph bike, that old school bike where the dude had that humongous backpack on his back that I think he was like packing for a freaking week for. Probably had a tent in there and some wood for a campfire, and I don't know what else he had in there, a stove or what. But he is going backwards on the course. He did make it over to here. So I don't know where he came out on. The last time I saw him, he was over here at Santo Tomas, but he's down here now, going backwards on the highway. So it looks like the 786 is going to be done. He is out of the race. He must be calling it. He may have seen these trucks coming a little bit ago, and he said, "I'm a freaking out of here. This is not a good idea." But yeah, I mean, he was fun to watch, that guy, but yeah, he's done. You got to go. You got to come back. You got to try a little harder than that. I mean, props to him for trying kind of, but at the same time, he just was not even close to on pace. Like, that was dangerous if he would have stayed on the course. He should go do a NORA race. Go do the NORA 1000 next year. It's a lot easier. Your bike might actually make it a little bit farther. It's got some graded roads. It's a little bit easier. There's stages. You can take a nap every night. So, good job coming to race, but go do the NORA race next time. But it was fun. It was fun watching for a little while. So let's go look at some of the other. Let's check on Wouter. Remember the Dutchman who came from Australia last year, who we were all following, we were all rooting for, one of the last guys out on course. He is back this year. So I'm just going to turn on the Ironman. Let's go see where he was, or where he is. So leading the Ironman class right now looks like the 745X is in first. The 788X, Brian, is in second. 750, Brandon Wright. So that's actually a very seasoned rider right there. Brandon, he's done this before. So Brandon Wright is sitting in third right now. We got the 765 in fourth. And then we have, let's see, who else do we have behind him? The 7, there he is. There's Wouter. All right. So Wouter, the 741X, it just updated. He's sitting there in probably fifth or sixth right now. Looking good. Look at, he's still moving. He's 360 miles in. He's almost about halfway done with the course. So not bad. They started about 12 hours ago. They started at 1 this morning. So 12 hours, halfway. Got to get, he's not quite halfway. So he's got enough time. He got 20 to 30, 36 hours is the time limit for this race this year. So you have 36 hours from the time that you actually leave the start line till when you can finish. So Wouter's looking pretty good right now, running fifth in the in the Ironman bike category. Pretty good, getting down towards the bottom. Your first Ironman guy is Patricio right here. He's going over Fred's tractor trail right now. That's where he is. So he's headed up there, and then he's got this long 70-mile pavement section there. So definitely what's going on there. All right, breaking news. We just got an update for you guys. They are closing Highway 1 right here at kilometer 77 so they can flip over that semi that's in the way. So that, you guys, if you guys are going south right now and you have not passed San Vicente yet, get going. Don't wait around if you can, because right here, kilometer 77 is basically just east of mile 100. So if you look at 100, kilometer 77 on Highway 1 is right around here, and they are going to close that very soon for a few minutes. There's a semi that was there earlier that's tipped on the side of the highway now. It sounds like they're going to close the road so they can tip the semi back over onto a tow truck, is what I assume they're going to put it on. So there's going to be some major delays in the next few minutes to, I don't know however long that's going to take them. Not ideal for race day, for sure. So crews heading south on Highway 1, leave yourself a little bit extra time, because at kilometer 77, it's going to be closed for a bit. So take note of that. Please let your guys know if you know anybody. I mean, that's really going to affect a ton of people if you have not passed there yet, because look at where the leaders are. The leaders are barely past there. So that's why it's always good to send your chase crew out early in the morning if you can, to your first pit. I know some people have to pit here at Santa Tomas with the same crew that they're going to use down south, so it's not always possible if you don't have a big team. But you always want to leave yourself plenty of time, especially in Baja, because you have no idea how long it's going to take you to get to the next pit. So and Miles is commenting in here. He said we just passed it and it's going to be a problem. Yeah, that is not good. I mean, the fact that all of the race cars are not past that spot yet, that means most of the chase crews, at least some of the chase crews, are not past that spot. So that's going to be a big thing. So definitely, yeah, get going if you guys are there. All right, let's go look at the trucks. So 83 is out front. That is Rob McCachran driving Luke McMillan's truck right now. So Rob's going to drive most of the first half, and then Luke's going to get in, and Luke's going to take it all the way to the finish. Then we have the 23. That is Andy McMillan driving right now. He's going to drive about halfway, and then he's going to get out, and Dan is going to take it to the finish. Then we have the 46, Toby Price. We saw him do a driver change on their live feed. So Toby is out of the truck now, and Paul Wheel is in the truck. So Paul's going to drive. They got a little bit different strategy there. An early driver change, and then Toby's going to get back in a little bit later. So Paul's driving the 46 right now, doing really good, hanging right with those guys. Then we got the 89 Mike Walser entry being driven by Ray Griffith right now, also doing really good. Mike's going to get in that about halfway, and Mike's going to go. Then we got Alan and Pudia. He's in there the whole time. Him and Kyle Kraft are trying to solo the thing. They're nuts. The last person to do that and win in a trophy truck was BJ Baldwin, and that was a while ago. Hasn't been, honestly, it hasn't even been attempted. Larry Rossler did it a few years back, I know, at the Peninsula Run down south. But I think he actually ended up third or fifth or something like that, maybe fifth. He did pretty well. He wasn't competitive at the front. You know what I mean? There's a difference between running for the win the whole race and doing it. So we'll see how Alan and them hold up. Right now, he's obviously being competitive still. He's at the front. But let's give him another 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in there, and let's see where he's at after that. Tavo Vidosla is not soloing it. He has Jason McNeil in there with him. So Tavo's going to go to about 400-ish, 380, somewhere around there, and then Jason's going to jump in that truck, and then Tavo will get back in for the finish. So that's what's going on there. And then the 1L, this is Gustavo Vidosla's truck with Ricky Johnson driving it. He's going to drive, and then after him, Mike Coleman is going to get in and do the middle section, and then Gustavo Sr. will get in, and he'll do the last section. So they split it up into thirds in the 1L. So that's what's going on there. Let me check in your things. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Yeah. All right. We got Ruben Torres here. That's that Nissan Mason all-wheel drive, that red truck. Then we got Justin Lofton. We got another one that's trying to solo it here. So Justin Lofton is also going to solo it. He's trying to do the whole thing. So we got two of the top guys trying to solo it this year. So going to be interesting to see how Lofton and Ampudia does. Then we got the 37L here. And then Kevin Thompson. Kevin is in the truck. He did start. He's going to go about, I think he's going to go about halfway or so. Yeah, go right about halfway, and then he's going to get out, and Harley will finish. So that's a look at your lead trick trucks, trophy trucks here, not trick trucks. Cameron Steele is in the 16. Him and Cody Stewart are in there. He's going to have Dave Mason Jr. jumping in that thing a little bit later. They're kind of doing the same thing. Cameron's going to start. Dave's going to do the center, and then Cameron's going to get back in. So that's pretty common strategy this race. Let's look at class 1. 168, Cody Reed. That is Cody driving in there. I think Cody's doing most of the race, or he's going to do half of it, and then they have who's getting in with Cody Reed? Oh yeah, Adam Fancook, one of the fastest buggy dorks out there. So Adam Fancook, good second driver to have in your car. So Cody will hand it off to Adam a little bit later. The 153, they got a whole bunch of people in there. The Wilsons looking pretty good right now. They got second. They got Cody Parkhouse in third. And then our first spec truck is going to be Justin Davis's truck being driven by Kyle Jurgensen right now. Very fast. Look at the lead they have over the second spec truck already. Kyle is flying in that thing. I mean, if the tracker's correct, the second spec truck is all the way back here, and that's EJ Herbst right now, followed by Bryce Swaim and Brent Fox. There's no other spec truck even close to them, which is insane because they only started 30 seconds ahead of the other trucks. So they're really far ahead so far on this highway section leaving Santo Tomas. Cool to see. Brendan Gaughan. Who else? We just read these guys. All right, let's keep going back. Let's find another class. Let's look at the spec. Okay, class 10. We have, is that a 10 car behind Brenthal here? Let's see. Jordan, no, one car. All right, we have Dale Eberts with the cool light setup, right? You guys saw the huge lights they got on the side. It's kind of a throwback to how they used to do it in class 1 in the Inland Trust car. They used to have all those lights, and then the Truggy had a bunch of lights, and I think the Truggy had 18 was the most I counted in one of their pictures, and they had 17 on their car, so the Truggy upped them by 1 in the last picture that I saw. It's kind of funny. So they're in first right now, followed by the 1000 Francisco, then Jason Shipman in third. That's your top 3. Then looking at the pro UTVs, we got Brock Heeger here. He's going to try to solo it. Brock is going solo the whole way there. So Brock is staying in the car the whole time. He's out front right now. Following him, we have, let's see, trying to find the next one. Where's the next 19 or 18? There it is. Mitchell Alsup's going to be showing his second right now. He's going to be the second one in that class. They're just kind of getting sorted. They're only 30, or 60 miles in, not too spread out yet. We got Mike Caffro there. And then we got Wayne Matlock. Something new here, Wayne Matlock and Kristen Matlock both have the factory SCI cars now. So the factory Polaris cars, the same ones that Brock and Caden and all them race, Wayne and Kristen have the exact same car now. So we have 6 of the same chassis out there from the factory Polaris Pro R team out there. So kind of cool. I mean, Kristen and Wayne are on their own team, but they have the same chassis, the same cars that the factory team has now. So something to keep an eye on for there. So currently Wayne is beating his wife so far this race. We will see if that stays the same, because Kristen is usually, she's right there. Sometimes she gets in front of him, but that's what's going on there. Oscar, Doug Matag. There's Doug Matag. And I want to turn on just that layer because we're going to check on a couple other people in that class. There's so many cars here. I got to turn. Where is the Pro UTV Open? Here we go. All right. So the other one I'm looking for, I'm trying to find Ian Kennedy here. We'll see. Where is he? There he is. All right. So Ian Kennedy, pretty cool. He was out there pre-running in my old my Nora car this whole last week. So good to see him. For those of you guys who don't know, Ian Kennedy is was a baseball pitcher in Major League for over 20 years. This guy did his whole career there. He played for a bunch of different teams. He actually won the World Series last year, not this year because the Dodgers won this year, unfortunately. But last year, the Rangers won, and Ian Kennedy was on the Rangers team. So he has a World Series ring from last year, and now he's in racing. He retired this year. He's done pitching, and he's going to do some off-road racing. So he's with Kyle Ahrensberg in Kyle's old car, the Vision Canopy car. They got Josh Felix going to get in there later, and cool to follow these guys today. It's his first Baja 1000, his first race in Mexico. He's done a couple of the races. He did King of the Hammers, but this is his first Mexico race. So we'll be keeping up on Ian Kennedy throughout the day today. So $18.99. Hopefully they have a good race. Now let's go look at Class 11. All right, let's see, Class 11. We have 4 or 5 of them. We got 5 of them this race. So these guys are the ones that we are all rooting for. We got Oliver Flamete, class champion, is in first, and he is moving. As long as these guys are moving, that's all we care about. The second car, 1103, Ralph Castillo, is moving. The third car, Marco, is moving as well. And then Eric Slorenzo, 1111, famous from Dust to Glory days, is also moving. And so is the last car. They're all moving. Luke is moving too. So great news for Class 11. They have 36 hours to get to the finish. So I'll have to see what their official start time was. It was probably about half an hour ago, maybe or so, maybe around 11. So they're going to have at least until midnight, maybe about midnight, 11 o'clock tomorrow, not tonight, tomorrow to finish, right? Or tomorrow morning, that would be. I don't know. 24 hours from now would be this time tomorrow. And then they're going to have until tomorrow night. Yeah. So they're going to have almost until midnight tomorrow night, not tonight, to finish. So they got a long time. They just have to keep moving. Definitely. So let's see. Somebody said Wayne just got stuck in a tree. He's trying to back out now. Oh boy. That's not good. Let's go look. Where was he? Right here. Wayne Matlock moving. We'll see when his thing updates. Oh, he's moving. It looks like, did he just get around him? So it is cool that there's so many star streams out there now that everybody is streaming. So here's a look over at the SCORE live feed right now. They got a helicopter showing. So this is the SCORE live feed. When I'm not live, go watch this. Go over to SCORE's YouTube and watch their live feed because they have a show they're doing. Of course, they have cameras out on the course and they have everyone's in car. They have it up. So they'll rotate between different people's in cars throughout the day. I think that's the 87 right there. The Dallas Luttrell car is what it looked like a second ago when I just saw it for a second, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So they have a bunch of cameras up. So go watch the SCORE live feed in between it. And then they also have live timing. So check this out. The live timing is at results.score-international.com. This should be linked on their website as well. And this will have different sectors throughout the day. So S1, Sector 1 is at mile 67. So these times right here, we're at mile 67, and these are corrected times, not physical, corrected. You can see Tavo Vadosolo was winning the race at mile 67 by 25 seconds over Alan Impudia. Alan Impudia was actually second in the race at mile 67. Third was Toby Price. Fourth was Dan McMillan. Fifth was Ruben Torres, and then sixth was Luke McMillan, Rob Mack. So Rob Mack and Luke's truck is actually first on the road physical, but they're actually sixth, and they're 2 minutes and 10 seconds down at mile 67. They have about 800 more miles to go, so this is probably Rob's strategy. He's probably the smartest race car driver out there. He's not trying to go too fast right away, and he's out front, so he just needs to stay out front, get the truck to Luke, and then Luke can do what he wants to do. But these times when you look on here is corrected time all day. So 25 seconds between first and second, corrected time. Tavo Vadosola was winning the race at mile 67. You can go up here and you can change the class. It doesn't pop up for you guys to see, but when you go look at this page, there's all different classes here. So you can go to like Pro UTV Open. You can change it to whatever class you want to change it to look at the time. So big thanks to Optimum. Optima Batteries and Chip Polvardi for making this happen. If we go look at Class 1, you can see Cody Reed was winning by 6 minutes and 22 seconds corrected time. Pretty big lead over Brad Wilson at mile 67. Remember, long way to go. S2 is going to be at mile 168, just so you guys know. So 168 is what the S2 one's going to be. So we'll keep an eye on those the next time, the next update for you guys. And we'll show you more of those throughout the day. All right. Well, I think that's it for now. We're going to go get caught up on social media and be back. We'll be back at 1 o'clock with your next update. We're going to get some lunch here, get some lunch ordered. But the 7X and the 11X. Oh, look, there we go. The 11X updated. So you can see the 11X updated 4 minutes ago, and they're in second place, just like we thought, behind the 7X. So Justin Morgan in the 7X is first. Let's go look at the times real quick, actually. If we change this to, we got to go to the Moto tab. So we go to the Moto tab. And here, let me scroll out for you guys to see for a second. All right, here we go. So you can see S5 and S6. S6 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mile 500. So this is mile 500 right here. We have Justin Morgan is leading. He has a 19 minute lead, almost a 20-minute lead on corrected time over the 11X. So he has a pretty big lead right now. The Justin Morgan team just needs to keep it smooth and get it to the finish. But a 20-minute lead that's pretty big in the bike class. So 20-minute lead right now for our overall bike leader that you just saw back there. So that's what's happening in the bikes. And we'll keep you guys posted more at 1 o'clock. So we'll see you guys in just about 45 minutes here on Fishgistics with your next update. See you in a bit.
Hey, Greg Adler here, president of Off-Road Warehouse and part-time off-road racer. Here at ORW, we're not just your typical off-road shop. We sell race parts. Come check it out. We sell everything from FK rod ends, Pregola, PCI radios, and we're even selling direct BF Goodrich racing tires. Check out any one of our 10 Off-Road Warehouse locations. Get you dialed for going down to Baja or anywhere else you play.